Howdy folks, it's your boy here, and we back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and we have the data mines tonight for the Rearmed Lift and More banner. So we have Holo Forms for the next round, we got this new customization support pack, we got a whole bunch of other stuff. We have stats for the free units with Shaz, female Shaz, and also Holst. We have their perf weapons and all that good stuff. So let's just dive right in. We're going to start things off with Holo Forms, courtesy of Mr. Gengar and Tsukasa. They're holding it down, of course, with all the data mines. So for this round of Holo Forms, we're going to have the Baby Larachel. We have the Fallen Leon. We have the Summer Joshua, and then we have regular Selena. So I would say out of this batch, none of these heroes are really all that outstanding. Larachel's definitely a cut above the rest of these. I guess Selena's okay, but not really compared to the other competition we have right now for the Cavalry Tome units. They're just way better now. So Larachel, I think, is probably the best option out of here. She's a staff unit, of course, so she has that staff unit superiority. You can get odd recovery or even recovery on her. You get return, you can get well, I think she comes with rescue already. So maybe you want to get return or get shove or something like that. There's a lot of good options to give to these staff units. So her also being able to inflict flash on enemies within 4 space, or I think it's within 5 spaces with her weapon, which is pretty raw. So just passively inflicting flash is very strong. These guys here, maybe Leon will look really good after he gets a refine. But right now, he just kind of underperforms a bit. Not really as spectacular. With all of the range units having damage reduction cut now, it's really tough to get away with this guy. So, yeah, he'll probably look a lot better once he gets a refine. Joshua was never really in a good spot, and that's pretty much all there is to say about this. So, very interesting. We're getting Holoform remixes as well very soon, so it's going to be interesting to see how the other Forma Souls work. Like, if you get a Forma Soul of, I don't know, let's say Tsubasa from the TMS remix, are you going to be able to merge that Forma into a previous Tsubasa Forma if you had one? I'm not really too sure about that. So we're going to have to wait and see, but very interesting. Okay, now we have the new characters. We're going to start, of course, with the man of the hour, Mr. Edgy himself. We have the Rearmed Lift. Very amazing artwork here. I think everyone is in agreement that this guy got some spectacular art. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at his stat line. We have 41 HP, 43 attack, 29 speed, 41 defense, and 26 res, giving him a BST of 180, which is pretty strong for melee cav. That's like 1 or 2 stat points ahead of Brave Seliph and Brave Crom. So, not too shabby. He has plus attack as a super boon, so pretty much exactly where you want his super boon to be. It would have been nice if he got plus defense also, but like just in case you wanted to give him a floret just to have another super boon in there, but it's fine. So his weapon, this guy is able to be used as skill inheritance fodder once, and then he's not going to go away. You're going to still keep him in your barracks. His weapon is really strong. It's basically -1 special trigger, Omni Breaker, attack and defense -6 on the foe, and inflicts guard. So a very powerful, very potent bait sword there for your bait units. You could also get some player phase mileage out of that too, because it has the Omni Breaker effect. So just overall, a very strong weapon. Pretty much the best inheritable sword in the game now, so definitely a worthwhile unit to pull for if you're interested in powering up a perfless old unit or just grabbing a pretty solid new unit right now. He also has Open the Future and Deadly Balance, so he's definitely going to be a competent fighter himself outside of all of the utility of him being a rearmed hero. Okay, next up we have Ascended Hilda. I don't really know why this outfit here calls for her being ascended, but I guess we'll take it. Never going to say no to some Hilda. All right, there's the special attack art, and then we got the injured art. It's actually one of the cuter injured arts. I like the pose that she's doing there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at her stats. So we got here 42 HP. We got 42 attack, 43 speed, 34 defense, and 26 res. She's got a 187 BST, which is very good. She's going to jump into the 190 bin when you have any boon active on her. and that's going to make her score pretty decently for Arena. Also, with the perf weapon as well, she's going to score basically higher than perfless 190 BST characters. So units like Winter Manuela and Atlas are not going to score as high as this Hilda. She also has plus attack and plus speed for super boons, so basically exactly where you want them. I think people are going to be very shocked at how good this Hilda performs. She has a very strong support effect on her weapon where she can give passive damage reduction to allies and a bunch of stat bonuses. And then herself in combat, she gains bonus damage based on her speed depending on how high her special cooldown count is, similar to Hatari Karla in that regard. Then she has damage reduction of her own, and she just has a bunch of stats. She also has Velocity, which is a brand new B skill that we're going to take a look at in just a sec. But it's basically just dodge that comes with Null Guard. So this Hilda is going to be a really, really good tank and a really good player phaser. I would have wished that they gave her more defense, though. They could have taken off a couple of points of res to bump her up to like 40 base defense. I think that would have been rad on her, but it's fine. Okay, then we have Monica up next. Just Monica, if you guys have played DDLC. So, a very angry face there, too, by the way, on the attacking artwork. Alright, there's the injured art from Monica. So, Monica's got 40 HP, 38 attack, 43 speed, 24 defense, and 31 res. And she's got a 176 BST, so with a super boon, you're going to jump her into the 180 bin, which is pretty good, I guess, for infantry mages. She has a plus attack, plus speed, and plus defense super boon, so you'd be able to go plus attack and plus speed if you wanted to give her a broccoli floret there. She seems pretty solid as well. She's not quite as crazy as some of the other infantry mages, I would say. Like the baby Sorin, I think, was really interesting because he can cut damage reduction. We have Ascended Ishtar as well. She's basically just a pedestrian Winter Lysithea. So I'm not too sure if this Monica is going to be competing with them, but she certainly looks pretty strong. She has the instant desperation effect. She's going to have Nullify Guard or Tempo because she has it in her B skill. So she's going to be hitting really hard. There's no way to stop her from getting off her specials. She has a ton of stat swings. She has like minus who knows how many potentially to the enemy's speed and res depending on how high their special count is. Then she's gaining double instances of attack and speed of 6. So pretty powerful infantry mage, although I'm not too sure if she's going to be one of the best ones, but she's certainly not to be slept on. Alright, then we have the male Shaz, the first of 2 Shazes. This one's going to be dual wielding his swords. Like, I feel like both of the Shazes should have been dual wielding swords here. They should have did what they did with the Byleth from last time, where both male and female Byleth had the exact same weapon, except they had differences in stat distribution. I feel like they should have did that here as well, but for some reason they gave the female Shaz an axe. So here is the special attack artwork. Really, really good looking special attack. And then we got the injured art as well. So male Shaz has got 40 HP. We got 43 attack, 41 speed, 37 defense, and 26 res for a grand total of 187 on the BST. And then he's got double super boons on attack and speed. So pretty solid. This guy is a brave attacking unit. I'm not sure if he gets the brave attack on the enemy phase because he just has the same condition as Brave Sword and Brave Lance, etc. -5 to speed and then, or +5 to speed and then -5 to defense and res. So is he going to be one of the better brave attackers? He has a ramp effect as well, so he'd be a pretty strong Gale Force option if you could get 1 point of -1 special trigger somewhere, either from Quicken Pulse or Times Pulse or Ostian Pulse or whatever. There's so many ways to get -1 special trigger on him. He's going to be a pretty good Gale Forcer like that. He also has damage reduction on the first hit of the enemy, so I feel like he could be a pretty workable option if you wanted to use him for Gale Forcing, or just give him a big damaging special and have him hit hard with the Brave attack. That should be able to work out well also, and he can quad pretty consistently with this speed and then his weapon giving +5 speed. Definitely a unit that's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Okay, then we have Cutie Pie female Shaz over here. I love female Shaz from 3 Hopes a lot because her voice acting just reminds me of Korra from Legend of Korra. So here we have her, a very cute attacking artwork as well. She's off balance like, so I don't know why they gave her an axe though. That seems a little bit odd. And we got the injured artwork there. So female Shaz has got 38 HP. We got 41 attack, 42 speed, 32 defense, and 34 res for a 187 BST, and then she's got plus attack and plus speed for super boons. So she's very similar to the male Shaz, except she has more res where he has more defense. That's pretty much the only significant change. And of course she has an axe as opposed to having a sword like he does. We're going to take a look at her perf weapon in just a sec. Okay, and then finally we have Holst up next. Holst looking like he's been juicing with those veiny biceps there. Alright, so there's the attack art. Pretty good for a free-to-play unit. Holst is going to be a Grand Hero Battle prize. He's going to come out, I think it's the reset after this one, so basically tomorrow. And there is his injured artwork. So Holst has got 42 HP, 43 attack, 41 speed, 35 defense, and 26 res. We have a 187 BST, and then he's got super boons on speed and res. Unfortunate they didn't give him attack. Actually, now that I look at this, he's pretty much the same stat-wise as the male Shaz. They got 26 res, virtually identical defense, except Shaz has 40 HP, he's got 42, and then they just swapped the 2 points between HP and defense, and then the same attack and speed. Except Holst, I guess, doesn't have the attack super boon like Shaz does, so that's a little unfortunate. Holst looks pretty solid, though. I took a look at his weapon, and for a Grand Hero battle, it's pretty good. So he's definitely going to be a strong merge project. Also, in the 187 bin with a perf weapon, he's going to be able to score higher than the likes of Atlas and Winter Manuela. So definitely a strong option for scoring if you want to run him in arena mode. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at his perf weapon. We have Warrior's Sword, 16 might in 1 range, grants attack up 3. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants all stats up 5 to unit during combat, and also grants a bonus to all stats in combat equal to the current bonus on each unit's stats. So he's got bonus doubler, and then he also inflicts guard on the enemy per attack. So pretty strong stat ball stuff here. We got all stats up 5, bonus doubler, attack up 3, and guard. Is this better than Ascended Lift's weapon? Actually, I didn't really give it that much thought, but I think this should be good enough to hold its own. I don't think you need to make him a priority for the... I called him Ascended Lift just now. I meant to say Rearmed Lift. I don't think you want to give Rearmed Lift's sword to this guy, because his is definitely workable enough. I would say give him a Unity skill or some skill that would nullify any penalties on him, so you'd be able to make full use of the bonus doubler effect there. Okay, we got Blazing Light as his special. We have attack and speed ideal 3. I would have liked it if they gave him something better, but it's never a bad thing to get these ideal skills at level 3 for the better inherits when you're trying to get the level 4. And then we got attack and speed 03 as well. That's going to be his 4-star skill. Okay, so female Shaz's weapon, Crimson War Axe. We got 16 might in 1 range, grants speed up 3. At the start of combat, if foe's HP is over 75%, grants attack and speed up 6 to unit during combat. And the following effects will occur based on unit's HP at the start of combat. So if she's over 20% HP, she gets a special ramp effect per attack. And then also, if she's over 40% HP, she just gets 40% DR on the enemy's first attack during combat. So, pretty solid weapon, honestly. It's not too bad. I think I prefer the male Shaz's weapon a little bit more because he has the Brave attack, but this is still not too bad. And she is going to be a 5-star prize unit, so you can get 2 copies of her from missions, and then later she's going to be added to banners, so you'll be able to summon her. She's probably going to be a 4-star demote, and it's pretty rare that we get 4-star demote characters in the regular pool that have perf weapons that are pretty solid like this. So, definitely not a bad merge project from Cutie Pie Shaz. Alright, her skills are going to be Glimmer. We got Life and Death 3 at 5-star. And we have Dull Close 3 at 4-star. Dude, they couldn't give her something better. Why not give her a lull skill? Like, who uses Dull Close anymore? There's literally no point, man. Can we get some good skills on the 4 stars, please? Please, Insys, I'm begging you. Just give us some better skill fodder. That's all I ask. Alright, we have velocities restrictions here for Hilda. It's basically infantry melee only. No range units, no beasts, no dragons, and no other movement types besides infantry. And that's pretty much it for the skills. Okay, so over here we have this new thing here where the Ascended Heroes are going to get a brand new icon. I guess that's a cool little cosmetic change because the Duo Heroes and the Harmonic Heroes have an icon like this. So, yeah, it's nice to get some more love for the Ascended Heroes, even though outside of Joshua, it feels like none of them really got any care and love put into their designs. Okay, then we have this new support pack here. This is going to be the next support pack you can buy. $9 US, you're getting 19 orbs and a copy of Shinin. This guy is a pretty good fodder unit because he has Deadeye, and then he's got, I think he has attack and defense solo 4, and then he's got lull, attack and speed, and times pulse. So you can't really go wrong with a copy of him. Is this worth it, though? I don't know. That's going to be up to your own discretion. If you want the orbs, and it's not particularly expensive, so maybe go for it. But I think I like the cosmetic ones a little better. The ones that come with the castle maps and the ones that come with the, like, character backgrounds. I think those are a little bit more interesting because you're not really going to be able to get stuff like that outside of buying this. Whereas Shinin, you'd be able to get copies of him while just summoning on banners. So, I don't know. It's your call on this one. And then we have this interesting bit of info here that I just wanted to share. This guy here, Blue Star 72, shout outs to him. He brought this to everyone's attention. So, the notification mentions that any skill a rearmed hero inherits can also be used during Arcane Inheritance. So, right here it says, this is a clip from the actual in-game notification. It says here, it also counts as using the Rearmed Hero's Arcane Inheritance if you inherit skills from a Rearmed Hero that the Rearmed Hero inherited from another hero. The Rearmed Hero will not disappear, but their Arcane Inheritance use will be lost. So, for example, you can give Rearmed Lif 80 near Trace 3 from Fallen Gustav. Then you can Arcane Inherit the 80 near Trace 3 plus whatever to Legendary Sigurd. And you can then merge the Lif with another copy of himself who has yet to use the Arcane Inheritance. So he's going to get his Arcane Inheritance back. And then you can do Arcane Inheritance with that same Lif once again to get 80 near Trace again. So this is a really good way to save copies of skills. So you're not losing near Trace, for example. You could just give a whole bunch of all the other cavalry exclusive skills to that Lif, and if you manage to pull more copies of him, you would just do Arcane Inheritance first with the first copy. The one that you were to give, like, all the other good skills, like Menace, for example. Near Trace 3 is another good one. All the other good cavalry skills, like Lulls or whatever you want, really. And then you can merge a new copy that you summon into the old one that already used the Arcane Inheritance, and you'd be able to do it again, and all those other skills you gave to him are going to be on the table again. So I don't know why they don't just do this for every hero. I feel like this is how skill inheritance should have worked in the first place. But, I mean, I don't know what to say. At the very least, they decided to do this. 5 years in is better late than never, I guess. Just getting better inheritance. So let's just make sure there's nothing else here. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So that's going to wrap us up for these data mines, guys. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on everything here. And this is your boy Tacho signing out, so take care, fellas, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.